Okay, this is the third and final video, and I want to just kind of be a little picky with you here, okay? Um, the one thing we're going to go over with this is I'm going to put the font on, and I'm going to, just look at some things here. I'm going to, first of all, I need to get, I'm going to take my leaf, and I'm just going to copy, okay? And I'm going to paste in back. And then I'm just going to rotate it, and when I get about 45 I'm going to hold my shift key, and then I'm just going to arrow key over. Okay, alright, I'm just going to get down about here, and that's why we use that rough sketch, just to get you to a place that's close. Okay, now I'm going to copy again, Command C, Command B, and then I'm going to go over here to, you can either go up here to edit object transform, or I just come over here underneath the rotate tool and hit the reflect, double click, hit a 90, okay, and then arrow key over. That way I'm guaranteed these are exactly on the same line. And what are we looking for here? Okay, you see these spaces between, you want to try to visually, I'm not somebody that really enjoys getting a ruler at. I try to trust my eye, okay? But sometimes we do need that. In fact, if you can, go up to your view and make sure you put your smart guides on, because then I can come in here and see where the center is, okay? I'm also going to go get my rulers, okay? View, and I'm going to make sure snap the points off. Go back to view, put your rulers, and say show rulers. And all I'm doing is pulling one out in the center of that, so I know where I'm at. Okay, all right, so I'm going to come down, and as you can see, this guy right here is off, so I'm going to arrow key over. That's also going to be green if you take your eyedropper. Okay, now the thing I want you to do is we're going to make all these spaces in between the same. So this is a little visual cheat. What I do is I just go make a different color. I'm just going to go make this one like a bright blue. And what I'm going to do is pull it in here, and I'm going to see the space between the two. Okay? So I know that's right. Okay? And then I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to copy it, and you can see where I have to bring this one over. Okay, then I'm going to take that one and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to rotate it over, hold your shift and get in there. Okay, now if you ever want to see, go to view, outline, and it'll show you if you're on or not. That's pretty good. Okay, so go back to view, GPU, and I'm going to take this one, and I can tell that this guy's got to come down. Okay, then I'm going to do another one. Okay, I'm going to click on that one. I can send this one down too. So I'm not worried about having the same space here, but I am there. Okay, now I can take this guy and put him to see where I'm at with my green. And of course I'm not right. I'm going to bring that in a little. Okay, take this, select on this, pull it up. Now it's up to you if you want to put that in or not. Okay, but we can or just leave it where we pop it in down here. Okay, at least the same. Alright, get rid of all these blues, go up and say select same, fill color, hit delete. I'm going to go now to my layers. Okay, and I'm going to just get rid of the template. I don't need it anymore. Okay, so what you're looking at is a pretty good graphic. Okay, we're going to select it all, and I'm just going to move it here to the side. Okay, now remember, the give a plant, I give a plant. So we're going to go get the same color of green, and then I'm going to come get my type tool, and I'm going to pick something that I know is kind of beefy, hit return, and then I'm going to do I give a plant. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's on that color. I'm going to eyedropper it. Okay, and then I'm just going to make it bigger. So let me go in with the text tool, and I'm just going to beef up that. Right now it's at 12. I'm going to give it to 70, about 60. Okay, and notice that the type I have is strong. Okay, because this is what I'm saying. Whoops, get rid of that. I'm going in and saying, actually, I think I'm going to make this a lowercase, and I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. So we're going to open our character palette, which is Command T, and I'm just going to take the kerning backwards. Okay, maybe not that much. Let's do the leading instead. So I'm just going to come back. Let's do it optical. All right, and we can always go back. We can even take it back a little bit. Let's go tracking, not letting. Okay, let's go 0. Okay, all right, so this I have, and I'm going to then make the logo underneath it. Now notice that when you want, this is called display type. It's kind of like a headline, and then I'm going to go find a real thin font, and I'm probably going to go into something that is a sans serif because that works well. I'm going to just go into Arial, or Avenir is a good one too. These are real thin, and I'm just going to put all lowercase, a plant for all. Okay, and I'm going to make that really thin, and then I'm going to take them both. I'm going to raise it over. Make sure you keep this space the same as what you have over here, and then I can come in and bring both of these down. Okay, and I can also come back and tweak all that. But when you say, I think the spacing could still go in more, so I'm just doing this quick so I don't have a huge video for you. You could also bring the stem up if you want, but this is what is a good starting point to say to your client, this is your color. Notice that it says I give a plant. Well, I should say plant, not plan. And you get the idea that the top, the top line is heavy, and it's also give plant relates to the green of the plant. A plant for all is given from the hand, which is in the same color. Okay, so you have these two different variables, and this is a good place to start. I mean, I would come in here and tweak each letter in between, bring it all over, tighten it up, but I want you to at least understand that try not to put your logo inside of the type. Okay, make this as something that is seen as an icon. So if down the road, let's say I want to change my direction, I can come in and change it there. I can take this type, I can move it over to center it. These types of things, or you can even include the stem into the A. Okay, I mean, there's all this variables, but the one thing you're looking for in branding is that you keep the same colors, the same font, the same graphic, everything for your entire piece. Now, Once I do this, then I can always bring it over. Once I have the vector, I can always bring it over into Photoshop and do it more three-dimensional. But right now, in fact, down the road, if you look at Starbucks, down the road, you literally could just have this, and you could just do the IGP, you know. So there's, after you get into the branding of it, then you can put it into acronyms, etc. Okay? So I hope that helps. A little brainstorming. Let me know.